Alright guys, today we're taking a look at the C2 Mini Massager from Bob and Brad. For anyone not familiar with this duo, they're a couple of physical therapists turned YouTubers turned product designers, and from what I can tell, that resume has led to the creation of a really great product. Although this has the term mini in its name, I wouldn't call it that. In fact, I'd call it the perfect size. I don't know about everybody else, but to my way of thinking, it should be big enough to get the job done and carry enough watt hours to last for a good bit, but doesn't need to be overly large. I don't feel like there's any compensation necessary when it comes to this gun. It otherwise feels really nice in your hand with a comfortable oval-shaped handle and a soft touch rubber overmold. Specs-wise, it's pretty much in the ballpark of most other products in this price range. We've got 35 pounds of stall force advertised. I don't know exactly how to verify this, but in my experience, it has plenty. You really have to apply what subjectively feels like a lot of pressure for this thing to give up. I couldn't imagine ever actually digging in this hard when in use, so from my point of view, whether it had 25 or 100, it's enough. When you do manage to stall out, you'll notice a slight pause and then an automatic restart. I think this is the proper implementation, as some competitors require a manual restart, which is quite annoying. It's also pretty light, weighing in at only 694 grams, meaning that it won't get fatiguing to hold. You know, going back to my whole right size comments a moment ago. In order to power it up, I'm very happy to report this product utilizes USB-C, pretty much what's becoming the de facto peripheral and charging standard for the entire world. To be honest, some competitors use proprietary or higher voltage DC ports that might charge quicker. However, I'd personally rather charge a little slower with the added benefit of one less cord to lug around or lose. I guess it's really just a speed versus convenience thing here. This product does come with a really nice fabric-lined case that holds the gun plus its included accessories. If I were to nitpick here, it would be nice if one were able to store the product with an attachment installed. Super minor, but you know, the whole in a perfect world thing. It ships with an air-cushioned fork, bullet, flat, and ball head, which are all used for various different things. If you don't want to re-reference the internet after you pick yours up, the manufacturer does provide a handy guide that should get you started, with recommendations like using the fork along the spine, which unfortunately I won't be able to do because I'm not Epstein and can't poke myself in the back. Using the bullet head on one's feet and hands, and using the ball or flat head pretty much everywhere else. In actual practice, I find this product a genuine pleasure to use, but will admit, I would probably think the same had they only included the flathead. I find that it's the perfect size to dig into muscles without getting into pain territory, which could quickly happen with the bullet. Ow, 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 ow. Both the air and ball head sound good in theory, but I find their texture a bit too rough, which means they don't glide smoothly along skin or clothing, so for me, they're out. As far as noise level goes, it's pretty quiet, but definitely not silent. To demonstrate, here it is creeping up on my dog who is currently busy licking who knows what. See? It's not even enough of a disturbance to get him to pause whatever it is he's doing. However, it is too loud to use while watching TV, especially with your girlfriend who may or may not have instantly started complaining. To really work one's sore muscles, we've got 5 speeds to work with, each being accessed by a progressive button press. For me personally, I'm fine just sticking with speed level 1 or 2, as going higher, in my opinion, starts to highlight the Bob and Brad C2's one spec deficiency, and that's stroke length. It's only 8mm, which, to be honest, is a little shallow. By comparison, the Theragun Mini bests it by 50% at 12mm, while the Hypervolt Go has 10. In practice, and especially at higher speeds, this means the Bob and Brad C2 can feel a bit more vibraty and a bit less percussive than some rivals. Overall, I'm really happy with this purchase. It falls into that Goldilocks value category where you'd need to spend a lot more to get just a little more, and that's exactly where I like to shop, just shy of that diminishing returns line. Like I just mentioned, its one flaw is its amplitude, or stroke length, which is a little short. Otherwise, it's well built, feels premium in your hand, uses a nice universal charging system, is quiet and powerful, so I'd call it almost flawless. Okay, that's all I had. Take care.